Alright. For this next shot, I want you to have creative freedom, okay? I've owned 4 cars in my life, and I just bought my 5th. It's my oldest, least powerful car, and it's my first 4-cylinder car ever.
I don't think that's that cool, man.
Hey, think again, Buster. I bought this car September 1st, 2023. It's now June something, I don't know what day it is, but it's been almost 10 months. And I bought this car with 106,000 miles on it, and now it has over 108,000. So I put over 1,000 miles in almost 10 months. And for 2 of those weeks, when I first got it, it was in the shop. And for 10 days in October, I was in Japan visiting my friend Julio. So I've driven it a fair bit. I bought it from a small little dealer, and they didn't speak much English, so they couldn't really answer any of my questions. It was an impulse buy, maybe a mistake. I bought it for $6,000, which is a lot for a Miata, but that's the world we live in. It's 2024. And what car can you buy for $6,000 that's an icon?
A Civic, 2011.
All right, never. You're wasting my time. There's only so much daylight. But anyway, this small dealer let me take this for a test drive, and that's by myself, and that's the first time I ever drove a manual car. Well, I drove manual twice before this. One was my friend John's G37 Coupe, and I couldn't even get it into second gear. But then it was my friend Julio's NB Mazda Miata that I got up into second gear in a parking lot. And that was the extent of my manual driving. And then I test drove this, and I might have messed it up a little. But it worked. I drove it to a mechanic's garage to get a pre-purchase inspection, and the guy wouldn't do it for me. I said, please inspect this car. He said, no, dude, don't trust any of these small shady dealers around this area. I said, can you just check it out? He said, no. I'm like, okay. So I drove into another garage, and I paid $120 for an inspection. All they did was get on the ground outside, look underneath it, and then shake the car a little bit. And they told me all 4 shocks were blown. But otherwise, it was clean. I love that crunch from first to second gear and the dryness from second to third gear. I love that. It makes driving manual transmission so enjoyable. Oh, a lot of stuff about this car is dry. There's just a dryness overall with the engine and everything. I don't think it's very healthy. There's rust on the windshield frame right here. The windshield is... Upon taking this to other mechanics, I found out there's a lot wrong with this car. It's very rusty underneath. There's apparently even a hole in the frame because of rust. There's corrosion everywhere, near the gas cap. There's corrosion in the cigarette lighter. There's corrosion on the seatbelt buckles. There's rust on the windshield frame. The windshield itself is cracked. The paint's very bad. I got stuck out of first and out of reverse, so I had to get the car towed. The shifter bushings need to be rebuilt. I changed the transmission fluid. There's shavings in the transmission. There's an oil leak. And the top does not close all the way. Ow, 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 ow. And listen to what it sounds like after I turn on the AC. This is my RPM at idle. And this is my RPM when the air conditioning is on. I was driving with my AC on. I looked down at my tachometer. I thought it was broken. I thought it was off. One night I was at a pub with some friends talking outside. A guy was eyeballing my car. He finally came up to the group, interrupted, and said, hey, whose car is this? I said, it's my car, buddy. What's up? He said, how much do you want for it? I said, I'm not gonna let it go for under $10,000 because I don't want to sell this car. And also, I put a lot more money into it than I should have. And then my friend Rama opened his big mouth and said, yeah, Sean, you bought it for $7,000 and put a lot of money into it. Of course you need to make some of that back. He said this in front of the guy. Why would you say that, Rama? Why would you give away how much I paid for it?
I'm honest.
Anyway, we're gonna go look at the car. He got underneath, looked up at the suspension, the control arms, the ball joints, the bushings. He said, yeah, this thing is barely hanging on by a thread. Look at this crackhead running. Look at him.
I think he's practicing for church sprints.
He's at church, he's running through a field, he's barefoot. Yeah, I've been off-roading this, bruh. Going to farms and stuff. Look at that. Recording? Yeah, I'm recording. So the shocks are still blown, as you can see. So I'm finally replacing them. But because the shocks are blown, the car rides a little bit lower than stock. And I actually like how low it is. I open the door in traffic, I see the road right there. It's kind of cool. So I'm finally replacing the shocks with, I don't know the name of it. Cayenne? That's a Porsche, but I think they're called Cayenne shocks. $900 for all four. I'm gonna replace all control arms and ball joints and keep this thing from killing my girlfriend.
You get paid $700 a month.
I have 3 cars, almost 4 potentially. We'll see how next month goes, but no home, very little income, below the poverty line. Is it the smart choice? No.
It is the cool choice.
What am I supposed to do? This is cool. People at Krispy Kreme drive-thrus freaking say, cool car. I say, thanks. Little girls on the street say, hey, cool car. Yes, I got the little girls vote. Are you kidding me?
I have a Camaro.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's misfiring.
How long have you owned it?
3 months.
3 months. Really? I feel like it's been almost a year.
All right. Take your glass off.
Okay. Oh, gee. This car has given me a lot. And I think it's finally time for me to give back. I'm gonna let an immigrant, a refugee, drive manual for the first time.
I'm Canadian. Can you film me getting in?
Oh, I'm going, bro. Do you know anything about driving stick? Seatbelt? I didn't wear a seatbelt on the whole drive over here from my house. You had to push the clutch in before when you start the engine.
I drove dirt bikes 12 years ago.
Is that parking brake off? Bruh, oh! Oh my gosh, he's gonna blow a rod. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh my gosh, I smell clutch. No, we didn't even have a talk before this. This man knows nothing. Oh, please. Oh my gosh. He has taken it to red line more times than I have the whole 10 months of... Oh, nope, stop. Stop. Hey man, thanks for helping me film.
Anything for a Mazda boy.